if you accept, sir. If you would be so inclined. Oh, yeah. Okay. So you are white, I'm black. I don't know if I like these 8-bit pieces. I was like, oh, 8-bit. 8-bit's good. 8-bit's like the thing, right? So why not go 8-bit? But now I'm not so sure I like it. Oh god, I definitely don't like it. That's a knight. Hold on one sec. Can I change settings mid-match? I can. Thank god. Let's just go back to default. There, safe. Oh, thank god. That's so much more recognizable. All right. The Alapin opening it says you're doing. I have no idea what the Alapin opening is. I have no idea what most things are, to be fair. I'm gonna do that. Please keep 8-bit. I can't see. Also not listening, too busy with crazy thoughts. Not listening, huh? So he says. Um hmm. Thoughts. I'm not, to be clear, anybody who happens to see this, whether it's on YouTube later or in game here, I am not a good chess player. I am hardly a passable chess player. Um, so just giving you that warning now. Red says him as well, which I don't know if I believe him. I think he's much better than he likes to claim. And I think he's probably going to kick our ass, to be clear. Played a few times at your home library and then haven't touched a board until now. I feel it. I feel it. I have never played a game of chess in my life. This is my first time. No, I'm lying. I've obviously played a bit of chess. I haven't played a ton, but I've played a bit. I enjoy chess. It's a good time. I used to play when I was younger. I played a bit, and then I have played a couple of games online since. Not a ton, but a little bit. Rue, hello, my guy. Welcome. Just in time to see some chess. Just in time to see us lose at some chess. Much better mood. Good news is I do not have to take out a loan. The car I hit that was the property damage. So no. Hey, that's awesome, man. Still a lot of money, but way easier to recover. Oh hell yeah, so much easier to recover, man. Season news to me. I could recover by April. that's the way to look at it, man. Hell yeah. Looking at the bright side. Deal with probably terrible rates. It's still to be determined, right? You might have the accident forgiveness. And depending on when your actual renewal is, you may not have to worry about that for quite some time. Red, I love you. What are you trying to do? I'm not quite understanding what's going on here. I feel like you're feeding my queen. Are you feeding my queen? Exactly, so money can be saved. So as you can see, much better position. Much, much better position. I love it, man. Um... Society's still a bit high since you're going to have to use your savings and a credit card and you're constantly going to be worried. That's fair, you know? Honestly, that's 100% fair. Especially if it's still snow when you get back. Yeah, the snow gets easier over time. I will say that much. Like, the more you drive in it, the easier it is to deal with. But, yeah, no, it's definitely a bitch, man. Wait, hold on. What's that say? Honestly, maybe your folks were right and you shouldn't have said anything about your back bumper being not the accident. It could have gotten repaired, especially since now the accident. Because of scans, which is... Wait, what kind of... Like, oh, like scans on the, like, the frame? Oh. Wait, they charge $200 for that? For scanning to see if any lights come on or anything? Like, any of the dash lights? That's crazy, bro. Checkmate. GG, my guy. Good game, Red. Good game. Thank you for the game. I'm pretty sure you can hear me, but thank you for the game, sir. I had fun. I hope you had fun. Let's see the review, though. Game review. Let's see what happened this game, man. So first off, I made 2 inaccuracies, which, fair. I'm not claiming to be good. And apparently I had 1 miss that I should have caught. Red, your rating went up significantly since the last time we played. Your estimated rating, that is, like for this specific game. This specific game, you played like a 750. I can't remember what you played like on the last one, but I remember last time your that game rating was significantly lower. So GG on that one, man. You did really, like, there's a lot of improvement there. So honestly, awesome. Good on you, my guy. Let's see our review, though. So, I mean, opening is opening. Those are both textbook. That says it was a good move, which I'm not going to pretend to know well enough why you should have moved here instead of there. My guess is that if you had moved there, then you would have been putting pressure on this, which is something I would have had to have dealt with right away. That's my guess as to why you should have done that one, but I'm not sure. It likes this move, but thinks I should have played this move. I'm not sure why, other than tricky checkmate. So if you didn't notice, a thing you can do, and something, one of the few things that I learned from my grandpa about the game, just like that he actually taught me, is a way to get checkmate pretty much instantly, right? Because if I had moved this to here, that would have given me coverage there, right? And then, so I have coverage from here all the way across here. And then, depending what you did, I could have then moved my queen to here, which would have given me coverage across there. So if you had left that knight where it stands and didn't prevent me from coming here, then there's a decent chance I could have got checkmate, right? Because if you left this pawn, I could have went here. You wouldn't have been able to take because of my queen. That would have been here. If you put a piece here, or if you move that pawn after I made this move, then it's just checkmate instantly because there's nothing you can do to get rid of that. There's a few different ways. Again, I'm not good enough to sit here and pretend like I can explain every way that you could stop it or whatever. There's definitely a ton of ways to stop it, but could have potentially got checkmate quickly that way. So maybe that's why, but it's probably also just a stronger move because it's covering more of the board than a simple pawn would be. And this pawn here isn't currently under any sort of attack. So I'm guessing that's why that would have been a better move for me to make. But whatever, you made a link of pawns. So since there was no immediate attack, that's why it's telling you to go forward more, basically taking more control of the center. I'm personally a big fan of pawn ladders. Obviously, I make them myself constantly. But there was no immediate threat, so you could have gone forward too. Worst case scenario would have taken with this pawn, but then you could have taken with that knight that you had there, and you would still be up a piece, or we would still be even pieces, and you would have a much better center on the board. That was apparently an okay move, nothing good. Same with yours. This was apparently an excellent move. Again, not going to pretend to be able to tell you why more than being able to develop pieces. Developing pieces, getting them out is a good thing. Now, in this case, though, you left that pawn more or less open to attack. So, like, I took. It thinks I should have just moved forward instead, but I was fine with the trade, right? I take, you take, I take back. Now, I did struggle for a second whether or not I want to do that, because now I have these stacked pawns here, which they can't do anything, right? If they're stacked together like this, they kind of suck, just to be honest with you. So I was it took me a minute to decide if I wanted to do this move here or not. I did end up deciding to do it, obviously, but yeah. Should have played knight probably to put pressure on that pawn there, and there was no risk of checkmate at this point in time. See, it says I should have done that, which I did consider doing, right? I considered moving my bishop here and then taking with the queen, if anything were to come up, or maybe even taking with the king, if you were to come up and do it. But I don't know. I felt like a trade. I didn't want to trade, basically. I felt like I could get a more favorable trade later, so I didn't go for it. That was a blunder on your part. I don't know why it's not... Oh, it's saying that you should have retreated. Yeah, no, 100% you should have retreated. That was a blunder, because then I can just take, which, yeah, you take, but, like, it doesn't matter. Saying I should have attacked your queen, that's fair. Definitely thought about it, but, again, felt like I could get more favorable trades, so I went for it. I probably didn't end up getting more favorable trades, though, but as you can see here, this is why, like, having the stacked pieces suck. Because what's about to happen here, I take, you have no way of attacking, and then you move that one forward, I take. So I was able to just steal both. There's no way for them to protect each other because they're stacked on top of each other. And that's why this sucks to have. It's going to happen in the game. It's going to happen a lot, but that's why it sucks. Should have moved that there, probably. Yeah, because you would have been able to put direct pressure on the queen, and even if I didn't take, you would have a line of attack on my pieces. And by moving it there, obviously you leave it open for me to take. And then you attacked my queen, which, decent idea, but it's telling you that you should have castled, because what happens is, and what I was trying to do, if you can get two rooks or a rook and a queen on this back file with nothing in between you and the king, you just win the game. It's checkmate. As long as it's on the back file. So, not sure I was... Oh, no. Yeah. No, okay, so I was going for a diagonal checkmate here, which didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to. Oh, I blundered there, though. You could have just taken my queen. Wow, you missed that, so did I. We both missed that. I had no idea that that was there. Yeah, that was a fuck-up on my part, man. You could have just taken that straight up. You could have just gone, you know? Yep, we both missed that one. And that's why we're not professional chess players. Anyways, you ended up playing down here, putting pressure on my king, which, I mean, pressure on the king's never a bad idea, but I had a free take there, so I took. Pressure on the queen, again, always a good idea, but something that's important to remember, whenever this rook was here in the corner, it was covering this pawn, right? You got to not just think of what you're going to do with that piece, but what the piece is currently doing. That piece was currently protecting the pawn. So since it was no longer protecting the pawn, I take. Now, it says that wasn't the best move to do. It suggests... Where are my lines? Why did my lines go away? I don't know where my lines went. Did I mess something up when I started moving pieces? Probably. Engine lines? Suggestion arrow. There we go. Suggestion arrow got turned off. Anyways, okay. Okay, so it went back and forth. It says this would have been better. Which, maybe? I mean, it would have put you in check. And you would have been stuck going here, because you couldn't come here, you couldn't go there, so you would have either had to cover with your queen. Yeah, that's probably why, because you could have either went over here or covered with your queen. If you cover with the queen, I can't take, though, because if I take, you take with the king. Yeah, I don't know. I like the move I made. I'm sure the engine's is right, and that one was better, but it's suggesting that you should have protected your queen, which, yeah, you should have protected your queen, because now you can't. And now it's telling you should have retreated. You took, which is fine, but that was just the end of it, right? Now it's saying I should have gone... Come on, load. Give me my line, damn it. Let me see, because it... Okay. Okay, yeah, so it's telling me to get my rook over there, which, yeah, that's what I was eventually trying to do. But again, I was still on this idea of maybe I can get a diagonal one. You put me in check. That's fine. I take. And at this point, I think you were just kind of out of options, to be honest with you. And now I've converted from trying to do diagonal to just trying to get down there. Like I said, get both my pieces on the back file. I get one there, and then at this point, it's pretty much over. Was that was a miss? Why was that a miss? If I took here, you couldn't have taken me back. You couldn't have moved here. You couldn't have moved there. You couldn't... That was checkmate. Wasn't it? Right? Yeah, because if I was here, you couldn't move here. You can't take. You can't move here because you'd still be in check. Can't move here because of that. Can't move there, there, or there because of that. Yeah, that was checkmate. I missed checkmate. Oops. Like I said, not a professional chess player, obviously. I saw a way to keep you in check. I went for it, and then you got yourself in a hole, and you were kind of shit out of luck at that point. So, but no, good game, man. Good game. Thank you for the game. I do appreciate you. We're going to head on over to the please wait screen, and then we're going to do some PS2 something or another. So, thank you, my guy. What am I doing? Please wait.
Trainer kits are neat. It comes with 2